For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm Erica, and my family and I breed and raise Cane Corsos on our homestead property. We've been on a journey to get as close to a self-sustaining lifestyle to support our family and our Cane Corsos. And we're inviting you along to get a glimpse of what goes into caring for our Corsos. But let me tell you, it ain't always easy. So the proverbial questions being asked are, where the heck have y'all been? And what happened? Well, the short answer is life. Life happened. It's not enough to say that we've been busy. It is appropriate to say that we've been swamped. But what would really hit home is to say that we've been drowning in competing priorities on our homestead, caring for our Cane Corsos, working our corporate jobs, and dealing with a slew of family matters. Some good and some not so good. We have so much to share with you, it's hard to know just where to start. So let's start here. This is Odin and Dolce, our newest Titan babies, and they're joining the ranks of our Titan clan. But by the way, they're within our bloodline. In fact, they are niece and nephew to our very own Leia. Check out the link in the suggested video banner to see Leia's pedigree and get to know our bloodlines. And speaking of the Titan ranks, Faruq has fast become our breakout star at only 1 year old. He had a growth spurt in the last few weeks, so we're going to get a weight on him. Faruq is the son of our grand champion Cayuse and Asha, and although he just turned 1 year old, he has never been on our livestock scale, so this ought to be interesting. He's not on it. He's not on it. If he would stay still, 149. Come on. It's jumping all over the place. I think every little move he makes. But I got it. We're pretty excited about Faruq's development overall. And as you can see, he has fantastic structure, the height we were breeding for, and the perfect weight ratio for his size. So that brings us to our next update, and that is we've decided to breed him with our Formentino sisters, Neffy and Percy. You don't see them right now because they are actually in heat, and we have them sequestered away from the rest of the pack. But we won't be breeding them until their next cycle, which will most likely be in January or February. We've been slowly introducing the pack, 1 or 2 Corso at a time, to our Great Pyrenees, Cagney and Lacey, as well as our goats. Yeah, Dora doesn't know them yet. The goats, of course, are skittish. If we have more than a handful running around the goat paddock, they would literally keel over in shock. And we don't want that to happen. Yeah, Dora's never seen the goats. Or at least not up this close, and she's never met the peers, so she's on guard. She's not happy. You'll get over it, Dora. So today, Faruq and Dora are meeting them all for the very first time. But at this pace, it will take quite a while before the entire Titan clan meets them. And quite frankly, some may never be allowed to get this close as they have higher prey drives. Quick side note. Notice that our youngest additions, Odin and Dolce, are mingling with some of our adults. This is a testament to the temperaments and personalities of our pack. They don't know who these puppies are or where they came from, but they are used to having puppies around, so they just accept them without batting an eye. It's not that they are welcoming them with open arms, they just respect their human alpha's directions. It's the same with the Great Pyrenees pups. Although Dora and Faruq are curious about these fluffy white clouds, they're more interested in investigating the strange hooved creatures. Which brings me back to Odin and Dolce. They actually were imported along with 6 of their litter mates. But recall, Asha had 9 pups in her litter. So in the last few weeks we've been on hiatus, we had a total of 17 puppies in our house. Establishing the ranks. Asha's not feeling that. You see her demeanor?
Ooh. Fight.
So Asha's like, don't forget who's boss. Now take this to the face. Yeah. Just reestablishing her dominance. Now you may be wondering, what happened to Asha's puppies? What happened to the video series chronicling their development? Well, I actually finished the series, and the puppies are phenomenal. But between Neffy and Percy going into heat and adding a new litter of 9 puppies, let's just say it got crazier than normal over here. So I have a lot of posting to do. You'll see the Chronicle series pick back up where we left off. You'll see the arrival of the import litter. You'll see how crazy it was to wrangle 17 pups into the kitchen to eat, and you'll even see me prepare a raw meal for them. It was just too crazy to carve out time to post all of the videos. But we're finally getting back to a level of normalcy where we can focus on some of the other aspects of our homestead. Just recently, we encountered comments by a few viewers who said they only wanted to see our Corsos and that they were not interested in our property, our goats, and everything else we are highlighting on our channel. Well, quite frankly, we were taken aback. We're sharing with the broader community how we're raising, socializing, and caring for our Corsos, and along the way we share information related to the breed and what goes on behind the scenes. I see an egg, and they are cursing us out. So for all of you guys who say, hey, I only want to see Corsos, this is about our Corsos. See that egg over there? I can't hear myself think. I can't hear myself talk, guys. See that egg? That egg is going to feed our Corsos. Maybe not all of them. Maybe not all of them. But there will be food for at least one. Or I could scramble that up and feed it to the new puppies. This is about self-sufficiency. A self-sustaining land that we can support ourselves as well as our Corsos. You should see where your Corsos come from. You should see how we live. You should see how they are raised and what goes into making them great family additions. It's not just about talking about a Corso. It's about everyday things, living life. This is our life, and you're only seeing even a glimpse of it.
I'm coming in there to get that egg, guys.
And it's not always fun and glamorous. We think this is especially valuable for those looking to find a breeder that is best for them.
It's about getting the cuckoo berries off your butt. You sat on it. How am I supposed to get the cuckoo berry off? Lace front. You're a mess. You're a hot mess.
Okay, so another side note. Notice that we have Odin and Dolce in the goat paddock. We could never fully trust one of our adult Corsos to be this close to the goats. However, remember the Cane Corso is a working dog and has served as a livestock guardian. We're doing a bit of a social experiment to see if we can raise these two pups around the goats such that we can start our own line of true field working dogs. We'll be chronicling that experiment as well. Hopefully there won't be any goat curry on the menu.
Can I get that cuckoo berry? Yeah, fall on that side. Oh, which side is it on now? Oh, you're a mess. You're a mess.
Remember, I mentioned up front that we had a lot of updates to share with you. So now for some good news and some not so good news. The good news is our kennel building has been erected. That's a huge milestone since it was delayed by 6 months from all the rain we received in the winter and then further exacerbated by the lockdowns. It sits on more than 3 acres that we're calling the Titan Village. And if the weather cooperates, we'll finish fencing in that entire section. That's yet another video which I'll be sharing as well. But if you're curious what it looks like ahead of time, I left a few Easter eggs in this video. Tell me in the comments section if you can spot them.
Because he is towering over everybody. Look at you, you big brute. You're like a horse face. Hey, horse. You are the size of a horse. You're gorgeous. And you're humongous. Jeez. Yes. Yes, you will. Let us out. Watch out, Faruqi. Watch out. Hello, Kalia. So this is Kalia. Kalia is like 120. And this is Faruq. He makes her look like a little dog now. Yeah, she was towering over her. Not anymore. Don't pee on them. You're doing a cayuse. Yeah. Here's a little something for you ladies. Take this.
The not so good news is our earlier breeding of Gandalf to Kalia and to Eudora did not result in a pregnancy for either female. Typically, we have progesterone testing performed on our females during their heat cycle, so we can narrow down their window when they are most likely to conceive. However, due to the lockdowns, we basically just guesstimated, and clearly we missed the mark. This was a disappointing outcome since many were waiting on seeing what these pairings would produce. But this happens, and it all depends on Mother Nature. So we will try again on their next heat cycles, which we're estimating will occur in the late fall.
Come.
So the proverbial questions being asked have been, where the heck have y'all been and what happened? Well, these 16 ducklings happened. During our hiatus, our good friend and prospective Titan family member, Geraldine, sent us these quackers in the hopes that they will produce lots and lots of eggs to feed our family of Corsos. Well, we humbly thank you for such a thoughtful and purposeful gift. So while we had to take a pause from our videos, our progress still ensued in the background. And like I said, life happened. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you again for tuning in and following us on our journey. If you appreciated the video, leave us a like. Feel free to share your respectful thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.